Hello everyone, today we are here with DreamLight Tales. Is there anything you would like to say before we get started?
Yes. Well, first off, I'd like to say that I thank you very much for giving me this moment to be interviewed. And you are an inspiration to a lot of people. I don't know if anybody's told you that yet, but it's a very good thing that you do this for a lot of people. And before, when I started narrating, I was watching a lot of the channels and stuff, and I've seen some of the work that you've done with the other narrators too, and how you've done the interviews with them, and I think it's a good thing. Very, very good. It's a good example that you set for the community.
Well, thank you very much for saying that.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started with your questions. Do you have any plans for your channel?
As of right now, Cabot, I don't have any plans. I'm just looking to see where the channel goes and what's going to happen to me. See how it really goes. I really don't have any plans. I'm just trying to just work on narrations and just put up narrations. But I used to do a lot of videography in the past before I started doing narrations. And if the channel goes good, hopefully I'll try to incorporate some videos into like some videography or something into the channel itself too. Hopefully, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Sorry, I already lost my spot. Okay. How did you come up with your channel name?
My channel name is actually it's actually my nickname, believe it or not. That's a nickname that I actually go by. So how I found my nickname was basically I grew up in the ghetto, and I've always lived like a hard life, single mother, you name it, and I decided to come up with the name DreamLight to actually use it as my nickname, as an inspiration to myself to have like a better life and everything. Because growing up in the ghetto, we had a lot of struggles and everything, and it was just tough. And I said to myself, I gotta do something to inspire myself. So hence DreamLight. And how I actually came up with that name is I always thought to myself that one day I could achieve my dream. One day I would love to achieve my dream. And then not only that too, but no matter how hard it is, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So I just combined dream and light together, and that's how I came up with my nickname. But I just use my nickname for the channel.
Okay.
So DreamLight Tales.
That's pretty cool. How did your persona come to be?
My persona, I've always been interested in like samurais and the Asian culture stuff. Because I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm actually Asian. So let me just put that out there. If nobody knows yet, yes, I'm Asian. And my persona, it was actually I actually used it as a cosplay one time for an event that we were doing when I was still doing my videography. And when I was scrolling through some of the photos one day, I looked at it and I said, you know what, I would love to use this because like I said, I am a samurai fan, and I decided to use that as my persona. Nothing really special behind it.
How has narrating changed you?
It has actually changed me a lot, actually. Well, first of all, I never knew I had an accent. Let me just say that. And I never knew I had an accent. I've always thought that I spoke like real good English until when I started narrating, and then I had other narrators tell me that I have an accent, and I said, "Oh, I do." And then that's when I actually noticed that I had an accent. hanging out every single day, talking with your friends and family, you don't realize that until when people actually tell you that. And but it's changed my life in the way that I'm more outspoken than what I used to be, and it's definitely given me a lot to do, and has definitely made me like very very busy. Because I'm also trying to do narrations at the time, plus working on some other projects with my friend on videography and everything too. So it's pretty much kept me busy.
Okay. How has narrating changed your life?
It it hasn't, I would say, it hasn't really made a big change to my life, but the I would say the one change that it has made for me is it's made me more confident of myself and the way how I speak to people and how I address myself to the public. I mean, because before I started narrating, I'm just sitting here talking to my friends and stuff, and you really don't have to kind of how can I say this? You really don't have to kind of like make yourself. I'm trying to put this into words, but basically what I'm saying is, when you're on the internet, everybody hears you, and you have to present yourself in a way that's like presentable, and that's definitely one way that it has changed me. It's like it has shown me how to present myself to make myself more presentable, if that makes any sense.
Yes, it does. Why did you start narrating?
I started narrating because I loved listening to creepypastas, and I'd go to work every single day, and I'd sit there and listen to like 12 or 20, 30 creepypastas a day, like nonstop until like I came home, and what actually triggered me to do it was I used to listen to a lot of CreepyPasta's narrations, and I loved his voice. Like his voice was just so soothing or whatever, and I said to myself, you know what, let me try and do that, and see if I can do it. And when I went and did it, it was completely different from what I thought. Completely different. But that's how I started. I mean, I just loved the creepypastas, that stories that I used to listen to, and being a listener, I said to myself, you know what? I love listening to all these narrators, but what if I could do something for them too? I mean, I'm sure there's someone out there that that would love to that would love to hear like a new story or something, and maybe I could bring a new story into the community or whatever. Um, so yeah, that's basically how I started. It just kind of motivated me to this to narrate because I loved it so much. But yeah, that's basically it.
That works. What creepypasta do you want to narrate, but are having trouble doing so?
I want to narrate some of the SCPs, but I'll be honest, I have no idea what the SCP creepypastas are all about. No idea at all, zero zip. And it, and not just the SCPs too, but anything that that anything that is like an extensive story. I would love to, but I just haven't really gotten into it because I've done just a lot of short creepypastas. But I would love to do like a real long one.
What creepypasta has made an impact on your life?
Hmm. There really hasn't been a specific creepypasta that has made an impact on my life, but But there is one story that has made an impact on my life, but it's actually not a creepypasta. It's actually a fuse pasta. Um, it's actually uh, I'm trying to think of yeah, Ugly the Cat. Yes, it's
Ah,
actually Ugly the Cat that actually really impacted me. And and actually, you know that is one fuse pasta that actually motivated me to start narrating too. Um, but yeah, I love that story, and it has affected me in a lot of ways where it showed me how to how to help people that need helping and stuff instead of just thinking about myself or what's important to me. I mean, it really has affected me in a lot of different ways. Like I said, again, Captain, it's not a creepy pasta, but a fused pasta instead.
that works.
But
I said, um, I've actually heard several people say that Phil's pasta has affected them a lot. So,
mhm. All right, I guess I'm not the only one then. Right.
okay. What creepy pasta will you not narrate?
I definitely won't do Jeff the Killer.
Hmm.
Um, and I won't do Slender Man too. I know you just asked me for one, but I won't do Slender Man and I won't do Jeff the Killer. They've just been so like overdone that doesn't it just doesn't interest me. So that's basically it. And I won't do the Slender Man one just because of that whole incident that happened with the little girl and everything. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, I just don't want to get into that. But yeah,
Okay. And we are on our last question for you.
okay.
What is a fun fact about yourself?
A fun fact about myself. Well, I love drinking, and I'm always drinking all the time. But here's my secret. Everybody
Mm.
thinks that I'm always drinking because they always see me with a beer like the whole day, and they think I'm drinking nonstop. But here's the thing: I just drink very slow. I just drink very slow, so it makes it look like I'm drinking all day long, but I'm actually not. I'm just a slow drinker.
Okay. Um, and sorry about my cat.
That's okay. I can hear her. She
I
wants to be on the
guess.
interview too, I guess, huh?
Yep, I guess so. Okay. Well, is there anything you would like to say before we wrap this up?
Um, yes, actually, I like to say something to for the listeners that are actually listening. Um, if you love listening to creepypastas, and if one day if you do decide that you will love to narrate too, I say, you know what, go for it. Just do what you love to do. I mean, don't be afraid that there's going to be a lot of people out there that there's going to be a lot of people that won't like how you sound or or won't like your voice. You know what? If you love doing something, go out there and do it. There's always going to be critics out there, but it should not stop you from doing what you love to do. So that's all I want to say.
Okay. Um, well, that is it for right now then.
Hmm.
And for anybody who has not checked out his channel, make sure you go and subscribe. His channel link will be in the description down below. And I guess that is it for right now. Okay,
Okay.
I okay, I hate to say this while this is going live, but there's actually been a issue with my computer where my browser has frozen, so I can't actually close the Hangout by clicking the button.
Okay.
So, I think we are both just gonna have to log out of the browser in order to close it.
Okay.
So,
That's fine.
um, so okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.